Like, comment, subscribe, share. We could use the help. Yeah, there was a dude on Instagram. This is about Sons of Samoa. He had asked me, "Are you surprised how big?" I mean, I know I've asked you this already. How big it's become from something that you just started in a little. You guys started in a little neighborhood. He's like, does he ever trip out on like how big it is now?
Who's this?
Just a guy on Instagram.
Oh, he asked you that?
Yeah, it's like, do you ever trip out on like, man, this shit is huge?
Oh, he asked you this question?
Yeah. Like, do you ever trip out? Like, just like, fuck, it's huge as fuck.
So the question was for who? It was for me?
Yeah, I mean, he's asking me, but I'm not, do you ever trip out like, wow, we started this shit and it was only like a dozen of us or something like that. Now it's hundreds and hundreds or thousands of you guys. Especially if you go on YouTube, you know what I mean? You can tell that it's everywhere. It's just like a wildfire, right? You don't ever sit back and go, fuck, I started that shit, or we started that shit, and now look at it.
Do I?
Yeah.
No. I said it's not being arrogant or nothing like that.
Yeah.
Well, I said, you know, you do your artwork.
Yeah.
You know, you do one piece, and it's like, that was nice.
Yeah.
Or, you know, one's better than the other, but you don't give a fat fuck because you're only worried about the next one. You know what I mean? That was nice, but I don't even work like that no more. I do this now.
Right.
Like right now, like, guys like this, like, how come do you do that no more? I go, I don't work. I work like three different styles. That one's angular, the other one's in the round, and the other one's like there's like oval, like you might say like pre, like I said like pre-drawing say like this one's all beginning, the other one's in the round, and that's diagonal. Each one of my drawings like that. Those other ones right there, right. Those are Swift paintings. Right. That's what I did. I tried like the other one, like the first ones I did, heavy medium, right? I try to go ahead. I'll try to get used to what I'm working with. So like I always do, I just throw everything on there and fuck with it. How it goes. Okay, this is how this thing moves. You know what I mean? And then from there, okay, now it's time to cut this down. You know what I mean? Now I know what it feels fat and thick. Now I know. Now I water this bitch down. You know what I mean? You mean? In other words, I already fucked the full breed chick. Now I want to fuck the half breeds, and I want to fuck the fucking quarter breeds and all of them. Not to be shitty, you know what I mean? Yeah. Because like my dad told me one time. He said this, he told me, my babies, and I got an argument with him. I remember I got extremely argument because I was young. I was like in my 20s. I was thinking like, nah. My babies. It's more like he said that because I have half babies, half Samoan, and like my baby will be half white or half Asian. Or have black, have brothers. And then it was like this, why is that? It's like that. And he would say they would be, my dad said they would be double-minded, half, and they wouldn't be full sworn. And I would say, no. I mean, I'm thinking macho, my bloodline, full-blooded. I don't care what the fuck. And my dad would say, no. My dad just being true, headhunter, straight to the point, and just truthful. He said, no. He said, I said, how? Why? What do you mean that, Dad? He goes, I don't care what your strength you are. You think it's just you. It's not about you. So what? He goes, whatever woman you with, it's safe for she's half white. All right? So now the baby are Afghanis, which we have a lot of those. Because like you said earlier, in our place. All right. Like for the Norwegians, the Swedes, everything else. Marocco, Afghani, Samoa, Sweden, Denmark, everywhere else. Because Denmark and Sweden, that's one of the best places. We got a whole lot of what you might call Polynesian Samoans and whites. But you guys are not whites. You guys are Viking, Morocco Viking. And us, we're ocean peoples. You know what I mean? That's where Afghani come from because we're the first ones to do it. You know what I mean? That's the reason why our people, we embrace our half-breed. Everybody else call them half-breeds, not good enough, whatever. You know what I mean? Even among the Indians, half-breed. Don't like one or the other, whatever. Right, but us, right. But see, like us, like that. But then you have other Indian nations. They would go out there and purposely make half breeds and shit like that. You know what I mean? And people don't get that shit like that. But like us, well, we embrace our half breeds, and that's the reason why anybody. And you guys know that anybody. You mean I don't care who the fuck you are. You guys know this. Any Afghani up there, Morocco badasses. They already know. I mean, our people, it's like the half-breeds and shit, man. The Spartans, half-breeds. You know what I mean? Bunch of half-breeds all up in that motherfucker, shit like that, man. Why is that? I just said because you breed it along with the other races and everything else, and being it was so early in the beginning of time that right now it still carries on to this day. That the babies that are half-breeds, they wander towards us, which you might say the Polynesian Samoan side. They wander towards our side. Why is that? Because our side is still hugging, loving, and caring. You know what I mean? Which the other side doesn't even have that shit, doesn't give a fat fuck. Get out of the house, 18, get out, get out, get out, get out. I mean, why do we have children right now? Why? It's not feasible. It's going to be too much money. You know how much money it costs? We don't get out like that. You mean? Like the Most High said, the more babies I got, the more sons I got, the more babies I got, I'm blessed by the Most High. In other words, those are my arrows. The more arrows I have to put in my quiver, the more mad warriors I have to contend with my enemies at any place, at the gates. See that? It's here in your Bible. Why? Because that's us. Once again, man with a whole lot of children is a fruitful man, blessed by the Most High. And if he's a strong man, he uses his children like mighty arrows. So like a strong man with a mighty bow, he knows how to point his arrows. See how that's done? What are you doing? I got beautiful daughters. I got beautiful sons. It's like I point them in the right direction where they should go. Now, if they fuck up everything, then I got to discipline that ass. And there's only one kind of discipline. Whoop that ass, whoop that ass, whoop that ass. To whoop their ass with the tongue, that takes you have to wait till they're grown. Because other than that, if you're whipping the children with your tongue, then you are a monster. You're doing hideous shit. The tongue that, you guys use that lie shit, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never fucking hurt me. That's a fucking lie. Words will cut a soul, it will split a fucking have a spirit, and it'll make a person a handicap to the rest of their life to their grave. You can't heal that when somebody, man, splits your soul, splits your spirit. Now that person walks around with a hurt spirit, a hurt soul. You did that as a fucked up parent. You did that. Your job is to uplift your babies, uplift your babies, uplift your babies. It is not your job to tear them down. If you got to whoop them down and shit, I'm going to tell you like my parents do. Okay, look, let's get this straight. When you have babies, it's like that, you correct their ass. You go ahead and talk to them after you whoop their ass. After you whoop their fucking ass, then you tell them to go take a shower. After they take a shower, then you tell them to go sit down before you cross their fucking legs and you explain to them why you whooped their ass. Then you tell them, you enforce, you tell them how much you really love them. That's what you're supposed to do. And whatever they did wrong, don't bring it up no more. Because they already paid for it with the ass whooping them on their body. That don't mean, man, go and try to crack their fucking head wide open. Well, our people, we usually try to do that. That don't mean go ahead, man, just break their bones. I mean, no. Let's do it real. Do it right. Do it right. Let's be this and that's about it. Get yourself a piece of water hose, about that fucking man right here, about arm's length. You know what I mean? An arm and a half. Cut the fucking water hose and hit him with that. Or her. The girl, you don't want to hit her so much like that, so you don't want to do yourself a favor. Just tell her to put her hand out. You know what I mean? And hit it once or twice, depending on what you do. You mean? But that don't mean go hit her across, make her block her head, although some of us might do that. That way to go ahead and just go ahead and let the girl understand, like, you underline a sentence, you highlight it, or you put like barriers around it so you can understand. That's why I use these fuck you words and motherfucker, so you understand what the fuck I'm talking about, you motherfucker. You know what I mean? And that's the reason why I might swing the fucking them water hose, hit you in the back of your fucking head, where the hose come over your head and hits the top of your forehead and whips onto your back, and it has a way to when it goes, it might go down your spine or the side of your ribs. Because remember, the hose you cut is about that big and a half. That way I got enough for a whip. So it'll whip.